after he came out, probably because they looked at, you know, their subscriptions that they've been ignoring for a while, and they've been like, what the fuck is this? And then that prompted them to make the muscle effort to click the unsubscribe button. So he's very bitter about that, and I really, really, really hope, because he kind of hints at the end there.
So this one's going to bring us down to below 900.
急ごう。
風の行方を試してみないか？
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
風の行方を試してみないか？風の行方を試してみないか？
騎士団のやつらに相手をさせるべきだな。
風の行方を試してみないか？風の行方を試してみないか？
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
風の行方を試してみないか。風の行方を試してみないか。風の行方を試してみないか。
ギルドにはまだ仕事が残っているんだ。君は休むといい。僕は仕事に戻ろ
風の行方を試してみないか。風の行方を試してみないか。風の行方を試してみないか。
騎士団の奴らに相手をさせるべきだな。
風の行方を試してみないか。
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
風の行方を試してみないか。
ギルドにはまだ仕事が残っているんだ。君は休むといい。僕は仕事に戻ろう。
風の行方を試してみないか。
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
風の行方を試してみないか。 風の行方を試してみないか？
ギルドにはまだ仕事が残っているんだ。君は休むといい。僕は仕事に戻ろう。
風の行方を試してみないか？
騎士団の奴らに相手をさせるべきだな。
風の行方を試してみないか？風の行方を試してみないか？風の行方を試してみないか？風の行方を試してみないか？
操船儀式。
いい感じだ。
ギルドにはまだ仕事が残っているんだ。君は休むといい。僕は仕事に戻ろう。
レイワット1の貿易港があるんだ。見てらっしゃい。見たことのないものがあるよ。星と深淵を目指せ。ようこそ冒険者協会へ。 星とし無事きょ
モンドへようこそ。
100,000. That's a milestone worth celebrating. So I'll see you next time. Thank God for me.
That's a milestone worth celebrating, so I'll see you next time. I hope to fucking God he is going to go full salt mode about how badly he's been treated after coming out as Gender Blob. That would make my fucking day. That would be great. I might have to do an emergency stream just to sit. If it's like 30 minutes of him talking, oh man, I'll have to bring that up, go second by second, pause it, do the whole reaction channel shit, because I would enjoy that. Okay. Let's continue. This may be a short stream, probably about an hour, I bet, after all said and done. Okay, now we get into the Israel Gaza event. Just like, I'm not fully committing to it yet. There's a person in particular that I want to talk about in relation to this. Because politics ruins everything now, and even fat locals who suck fat out of their ass and masturbate for money, even they have to be politically charged, and it's let politics seep into everything. So if you haven't gotten the tip, I'm talking about Momokun. Momokun has very strong opinions about the current conflict of Israel and Gaza shooting missiles at each other. And she says it goes with because she's Lebanese. You can't tell because she's gotten so much plastic surgery, but she's Lebanese. And Lebanon is interesting. I'll take a little aside. I've mentioned this before on stream, but it's one of my favorite factoids about Lebanon. And I'll bring this up right now. The flag of Lebanon has a tree on it. And not just any tree. It has a really shitty drawn tree. It looks fucking awful. But this is the flag of Lebanon, and they can't help themselves. And my favorite thing about Lebanon's flag is that it's in the Constitution. This is literally the flag drawn into the Constitution. The people who wrote the Lebanese Constitution after decolonization drew into the margins of the Constitution with crayon like a child this ugly ass fucking tree, which to this day is the flag of Lebanon. And I don't know why I know this, but I do know this. I think it's a cedar tree. I want to say it's a cedar tree. A Lebanon cedar. Oh, here it is. Here's the real tree in real life. Kind of looks like it. Good job, Constitution writers. Anyways, well, Momokun is not a tree. She's a fat woman. And she says, it goes without saying, Palestine will remain forever and Israel will fall. As a Lebanese woman, I will continue to support Hezbollah and Hamas in hopes of stopping the colonizing Israeli settlers. I renounce Andrew Yang because Andrew Yang came out in support of Israel, even though he was a progressive darling with his freedom dividend. I renounce Andrew Yang and any support I've ever had for him. The governor of Florida is a sham. Please speak up. This is time to be loud. This is time we fight against the coward Zionist scum. Lebanese flag. And then she picked like the most faintest brown hands, but she's like, I mean, you know what? I'll give it to her. She's not white. You can have Lebanon. She's not white. Where are all those the Bureau of Land Management people at? Why aren't you speaking up about an actual ethnic cleansing? Where are you, all of you protesters from around the world who believe in fairness of living, not having to fear being dragged out of your home and killed for being a Muslim? Speak up and educate yourselves. Do not stay silent or neutral. Muslims and Arabs have always faced such intense racism, but Muslim is not a race. I'm just gonna say it. I hate it when Muslims are called as a race. This is actually ridiculous and beyond emotionally irritating for that Arabs once again get labeled as terrorists for defending themselves. And like she's like surprised. Where are all those BLM people at? Why aren't they surveying my property now that I need my property surveyed? And I'm like, well, of course they're not going to support you. They don't give a fuck about you, retard. Surprise! They don't give a fuck about you. Why is ethnic cleansing being okayed? Why is the literal genocide attack on Muslims during Ramadan being overlooked? And it is on Eid or whatever. Their big celebration is the day that Israel commenced the land invasion of Gaza Strip, which is pretty funny. She just continues ranting and says, punch Nazis, now let's slug the Zionist regime. And I think that's because that cop is about to interrupt the protest. So here's a video of her talking. We can take a close. This video is important because you need to see what she looks like and how intellectual, how smart she really looks.
Or even a ladder. And you are silent about speakers. Anyone who's not really quite understanding.
How is she so ugly? I can tell that she's got the chinky filter cranked up to fucking 13. This is as chinky as that filter will go. And she's just so fucking ugly. Like I think she's gotten like her nose done, so her nose has that Michael Jackson look to it. Her eyebrows are fucking like tattooed onto her face. Her lips are completely blown out. She gets silicone lip injectors and then they seep, so it makes her look like she has like a octopus suction cup. You could just pick her up and press her against a fucking wall and she'll stick there. It's just ridiculous.
What's going on in Palestine still? I'm gonna try and like
look at those teeth. Those teeth are fake.
Going on in Palestine.
Look at that. That's like boogie teeth. She's like had all of her teeth ripped out and replaced with like plastic. There's no way that's real teeth.
Still, I'm gonna try and like simplify it. Attack on Titan. Okay, you follow me? You up on season 4? Cool. Season 3, end of the episodes? Cool. So, how the Marlians treat the Eldians is what Israeli people do to the Palestinians. The Palestinians were there first. That was their country. And the Palestinians welcomed the refugees of the Jewish people after World War II to their country because there was so much tensions in the European nations and just everything that had just happened. They didn't want Jewish people anywhere. Literally, the EU was like, get rid of these people. Like, we don't want them. And through